Hi Libras, welcome to your April 2018 readings. I got the flu, so if I sound funny or I start coughing or sneezing, appreciate your patience in advance. So this month I'm going to be doing the readings a little bit different, just the way I was guided to do them. I'll be using a few sets of cards here. We're going to try to find out what you need to know, show, and grow. I feel those things are highly valuable. I do this for myself. I find it extremely valuable for myself. I'm not sure if you guys are going to feel the same way, but feel free to let me know what you think and your opinions on it, and if you want me to try to do it again for you all. So let's try to get into it here for my lovely Libras. So for the first card we got is I Am Hope. You guys got a really good reading here. I am blessed, which is a little relieving for me. Some people got some pretty serious readings, and when you're sick, you don't want to get into that kind of energy. Then we got I am composed. And it's odd because when I picked up the card, I just seen a scene from a movie, and it was a character. I forget his name. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie. If you haven't, I'd highly recommend watching it. It's actually a book. I prefer the books over the movie, but the movie is great. It's A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And what I got with this, when I picked it up, was the scene. If you guys have seen that movie, there's a scene in it. If you haven't, I think like basically the universe is asking you when I touch the I am composed, like to not think, Libras, okay? Because like there may be a situation where you're like overthinking things, but if you've seen the movie, there's a scene in there when they're running through the desert and there's like these massive fly swatters that come up and like smoke them in the face anytime that they're thinking, they get smacked in the face, which is odd, but that's what I got when I held up that card. I seen it's actually the scene of the guy in there who has a towel, and the towel is like the ultimate weapon in the universe. I have no idea why. It's hysterical though. If you haven't seen that movie, watch it. Or it just might, if anything else, it might make you laugh, or it could bring some sort of clarity to you. But what I just got though is like, and this is in the section of what you need to grow. Okay, so it's like, don't overthink things, Libra. If you're thinking about something, you need to not think. Okay, like uh and I don't know, depending on like, because of what I just seen, like in that scenario, the fly swatter comes up and smacks them in the face anytime that they're thinking. It's like the universe could cause a distraction for you to kind of like make you stop thinking. Like they really want you to focus on a specific task and get it done, not like worry about things, because you're just going to worry yourself sick. Okay, and you're going to get off balance. And in order for you to stay balanced, they kind of like, I think Virgo got something like this too, where Virgo needed to do instead of think. So maybe some of you got Virgo in your chart, and that's highly significant for you guys. So it's like action oriented for you. Okay, because if you start overthinking, then it's like you're gonna miss out on something, or a detail. You're just gonna think yourself to death. Then you have it's hysterical though. That is a great movie, you guys. We have strength, courage, patience, and good health. You have a Leo energy here as well. Taking risks, new phases, and adventures. Kind of like an Aries Sag energy to me, because could be Leo, I guess, but Leo's not really. Well, I guess they are. Uh, and then we have in waiting, sacrifice, and pending decision. Ooh, dun dun dun. I'm just joking, you guys. This reminds me of like Days of Our Lives, because it's like the beginning of Days of Our Lives. My mom was a big Days of Our Lives fan. Then you have the Ace of Wands. You have the Chariot, which is a Cancer card. Uh, then you have the Three of Cups. There's other signs actually associated with the Chariot. I guess it depends on the reader, though. I tend to read energy, so it's whatever I pick up. I do research a lot on esoterics and metaphysics and philosophy and mythology and stuff like that. Uh, because I have a Virgo rising, I can get obsessed with like trying to see things from multiple perspectives, and I also think that's my Sag Mercury as well. Like I can't just focus on one thing; it has to be multiple perspectives, and then from there you kind of gather your own interpretation of stuff as well. Uh, that may help somebody, I guess, because maybe there's something that you're trying to get done, and it's like you're seeing things from one perspective, and what might help you is to see things from multiple perspectives, and then come to your own conclusion. All right, like people have their own opinions of things. It doesn't mean make it right, and it doesn't make it wrong. It's just an opinion. All right. And sometimes people have theories of things too. It doesn't make it right and it doesn't make it wrong. A theory is just the best definitive answer until we actually know what's true in fact, right? Theory is not necessarily true. It's a theory. I'm just going to take a sip of my tea here. It's not coffee, it's green tea. I'm trying to watch my coffee intake. All right. So what you guys need to know, it says, I am hope, strength, courage, patience, and good health. And then you have the Ace of Wands here. Okay, so um, you, with the I am hope, it means that you guys have like geez, you guys are going to be like a druid again. I know a few Libras, bad. You guys amaze me, you really do. But there's like this druid energy happening here. So you're going to be manifesting what you think about. Okay, so what you think about, you bring about. All right. So if you're thinking positive thoughts, well, then positive things are going to start coming into your life. It doesn't mean that negativity is not going to be there. All right. Like there's this misconception about like you attract what you are, and I don't believe in that. All right. Because there may be an ounce of truth into that. Sure. Like if you think negatively, you are going to attract negativity. But just because you're a positive person, or you're a good person, and like you attract a negative person towards you, does not mean you're negative. All right. If you're an empath, you tend to attract narcissists. That's just opposites. All right. And positive and negative creates energy. Okay. So lessons are had in those scenarios. So, I mean, if somebody's telling you that, like you're attracting what you are, a mirror image of yourself, that's not true. All right. There may be lessons that you have to learn and stuff, and you may attract a person who's going to teach you that lesson, but that doesn't mean that you're that person, right? I feel like somebody needed to hear that for some reason. Okay, with I am hope, uh, it's like you're abundant. Your ideas, your creative abilities, the things that have gone awry in your life. Okay, it's showing that you have potential to move past all of that. All right, and then come out on the other end. It's like the underdog story here. Okay, you just gotta really dig deep and find the courage to keep going. All right, not giving up. So this is like if you've been shooting for a promotion and you've been shot down a few times, still apply for it. You're eventually going to get it. All right. If you've been looking for a new job and you have yet to find the job that you wanted, keep searching. You're going to find it. All right. It doesn't mean rush at all. Okay. With strength, patience, and courage, it means you don't just go after the first thing that comes to your doorstep. Okay, so if you're looking for a job and you're like, oh, this job kind of seems like it would be good for me, hold out. Okay, hold out for maybe another month or 2 months. You may find the one that works for you. Okay, and I'm still seeing the scene from Hitchhiker's Guide from the Galaxy. I don't know why. The guy with the towel is awesome. Maybe you're an actor and you're pigeonholing yourself into like one type of acting, okay? And you need to get yourself out into different scenarios. So maybe it's like sci-fi. You need to get into sci-fi. Sci-fi is quite I'm a big science fiction fan. A majority of the stuff I watch is sci-fi uh, because of the imagination, right? So maybe that's an area that you haven't thought about going into yet, but you could you could have more potential in that category. You're going to be getting a lot of ideas. Your intuition's going to be on point too. You may be getting a lot of messages. You want to write things down too. Okay. And because we're still in Mercury retrograde, you want to ensure that before you send a message to somebody that you're sending it to the right person. You want to spell check things. This is also talking about maybe updating your resume and stuff like that and doing research and development. And Mercury retrograde is an excellent time for research and development. It's not so much an action oriented time. It can be things that issues or things that you haven't dealt with will come up. And the reason for that is like, and you may need strength and courage to deal with situations that come up, to get past them. And you need to get past them and deal with those situations. They could be things that you don't want to face, emotional. Okay, somebody from the past that you didn't want to deal with and you thought you got out of your life, or something you didn't want to bring up and discuss gets brought up and discussed. Okay, and you may want to avoid it. Don't. Okay, face it head on. Okay, the lion has no fear. Okay, and he's patient. The lion's patient. Okay, if you look at a lion in the wild, well, a lion in the wild, it doesn't just attack its prey. It sits there and it watches it. Okay, and it also knows what's around it, okay, before it makes its move. Okay, it's time. Okay, you need to be very patient with time here. All right, and the thing is, what I'm getting is, my concern is because you're going to have patience and allow time to pass. Okay, is that you're going to go get all up in your mind and overthink things, and am I making the right decision? Was it the right decision? Okay, don't start doing that. Don't start questioning yourself. Okay, what you need to show is, I am blessed. You have taken risks, new adventures, and the Chariot. So what you need to show, Libra, is how fun you are. And Libras can be quite fun, all right? You're very funny. You're extremely witty. Libras are witty with their humor. And I'm seeing music and dancing. So maybe you need to just go out and have a good time with your girlfriends or your guy friends, okay? And then if some of you are writers and stuff like that, it's basically saying you want to get in tune with those deep emotions, those traumas that have happened to you, those negativities. You want to write that out, okay? Like, pain becomes art, all right? Most artists and poets and I thought I just heard something. Successful people, like again in poetry and art, they've used their pain, and they've expressed it, and that gave them their glory. All right, there's no glory without pain, you guys. There are some emotions that you have to face, and you may get some messages. uh, I don't feel like it's a lot. It could be, but I mean, I do feel like somebody's gonna bring some sort of emotional thing up, uh, and it may come in the form of a message, and you're gonna have to have courage to overcome it. For some of you guys, you don't even need to acknowledge it. Okay, like respond back to the person. And then for others of you, you may need to, okay, to get it out of the way. And then what you have to show is, I'm composed. Um, Sacrifices, pending decisions, that card said, and waiting. So if there's some sort of decision that needs to be made, whether you want to move somewhere, or dating a new person, or apply for a new job, be patient, wait. Uh, Perhaps you're going to apply for something and you may get a call back 3 weeks later. If you want to move, you want to do research and development. Maybe the area you want to move to, it may not be correct for you, right? Like, trust your instincts here, Libra. You're going to be on point, okay? And with the I am blessed, you want to show, uh, you want to have gratitude for even the little things that you have, okay? Like, you got your mother and father still around, you want to show them gratitude, okay? You got a roof over your head, you want to be grateful for that, okay? If you even the smallest, most minute opportunities, you want to be grateful for that, okay? If you're in a relationship, you want to show gratitude towards your partner and appreciation for them. If you're single, well, then you want to enjoy that. You want to go out and you want to have adventures with the people you're dating. So maybe instead of going to a fancy restaurant or something like that, you want to go out hiking. Okay, you want to enjoy what the earth has to offer you. Okay, I feel like you guys are going to be like a little fairy, a little like kid almost, like the energy you're gonna have. There is some sort of emotional thing that you're avoiding though, that you have to face. Okay, and a decision that you're gonna have to make. And you want to be in line when you do that. Okay, so again, you want to align what you see and what you hear before you make a decision, because um, they could be total opposites, is what it can be. You have celebrations coming here with the Three of Cups. Uh, that's getting together with friends and family members. Um, so if there's a court proceeding or something like that, you very well may win. This could be with your children. You could be seeing your children and stuff like that. It is saying that you will win. Uh, Fairness and equality, though, is what you want. And then I just pulled the devil.